So just hanging out in the yard, taking care of the dogs, and I just want to shoot another July 4th / fireworks video real quick. Just so you can plan. I know it's already, today's the 3rd. Last couple of days, fireworks are already going off. Hopefully you saw my fireworks message from the other day. At any rate, fortunately, when the fireworks start, it is at night. And we do have, an hour or so more of sunlight. The sun's still light out till 8:30 right now. And generally the fireworks start going off at dusk. So how does that help us as pet owners, specifically dog owners? Obviously, it's really just one walk that is the highest risk, because most of the time fireworks aren't going off midday. So if you have to exercise your dog, do it earlier in the day. I strongly suggest, even if you have a fenced yard, especially if you have a sensitive dog, just leash them. Keep them on leash right now, even in the yard. Try to exercise them earlier in the day. Go for a nice long walk to get that out of the way. And then at night, keep it simple. Even if you have to leash them, and if you have multiple dogs, even if you have to go out separately with each dog on the leash, if the fireworks are going off especially, just to keep them safe. So that's, that's one thing that we can do to keep our pets safe. A big one, which I see it too many times, if you're going to a fireworks show, keep your dog home. Why would you expose your dog to that level of excitement and stress, especially if they've never been exposed to that? Tons of people, a lot of crazy stuff going on, the fireworks. Don't bring your dog to an event like that. Keep your dog home and safe. If you have a dog that is stressed, it gets stressed to fireworks and it has anxiety, hopefully you crate trained your dog by now so your dog can be safe at home, whether it's an airline crate or a regular wire crate, whatever the case may be. If not, maybe you have a room that your dog loves to kind of escape to. You definitely don't bring your dogs out to those types of events. It's just a bad idea. It's a recipe for disaster. 4th of July, it's the day / time of year when most dogs go missing. This is the time right now. And, there's, memes and messages all over social media telling you this. Hopefully this message reaches people as well. Don't take any chances. There is literally no reason for anyone to take their dogs to a fireworks show. I'm sorry. And, maybe I'm a little overly protective of my dogs. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been in rescue so long that I see this every single year. Keep your dogs safe. Keep them inside. Get their stimulation, especially high energy dogs, like I mentioned earlier. They need their daily exercise. We do have the heat to contend with right now, too, because it is July. So we may not even be able to run them like we normally would, just for safety reasons because of the heat. So recreational chews, stuffed Kong toys, puzzle toys. Those are things that we could do to add some recreational chewing or mental stimulation to them to kind of compensate for any lack of physical activity, especially tomorrow on July 4th. If you have meds or CBD oil or whatever the heck you use, that's fine. Hopefully you have that handy and you're giving it to your dog already, and that will certainly help. Putting some music on in the house. Some people recommend light, easy listening music. Me personally, you don't have to put it loud, but music that has a lot of bass and a lot of drums, that's something you want to play earlier in the day. Remember, it doesn't have to be loud. Their sense of hearing is so much more acute than ours. So like, old classic rock music is really good because of the drums and all that kind of stuff. Or any kind of pop music that has a lot of bass in it. Those are all good options, as opposed to the light, easy listening music that may not drown out the fireworks. So having that type, again, drums, bass, that kind of stuff, that kind of music, play that all day long. It could be at a lower volume, just so you have that noise filtering into your dog is absorbing that into the environment and isn't necessarily associated with fireworks. I'm not saying that's gonna cure it or fix it. It could help. It may not, but again, it's just something that you could do. I'm just doing this off the top of my head because I'm out here in the yard. Tags, tags and collars. Hopefully your dog is microchipped. If not, Make sure you have your dog's secure collar on with tags and your information. Very important. You know, at the end of the day, just use common sense and keep your dog safe. So, I don't know, that's all I have. I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July. And again, please, please, please keep your dog safe.